asphalt down in Papa River's Dairy Queen.
I don't like that.
Several days ago. And oh, those guys, the hot asphalt and just sun.
Always have to check the sound over here on that music. Jeannie, how are you? You all hear that back here?
I'm curator for Welcome Club and we're meeting today, so that keeps me busy.
Yeah. By the time you get the work all done, so you can take it to the meeting.
Well, and then with the people in our press and they'll start streaming in and then all of a sudden you got 30 people.
Here's my money, I'll just lay it here.
If they give me a check, I keep track of it. If they give me cash, I'm like, okay, gotta make sure I get this down.
Shaky on it's all right.
I lost my share.
Uh-oh.
I could use this, it's the band for my,
What does your strap look like?
it was a pure silk,
Gosh,
burgundy and blue.
men's tie? I saw it last time with you, but I didn't.
I did it at home a little bit, so maybe I left it laying
Maybe.
under the couch or something.
All right, we are going to start. So, yes. Good. Good morning, everybody, and good morning if you're at home joining us. Welcome. So come into your comfortable seated position here. Sometimes we call this your lotus position. So whatever that is, it can be with crossed legs, or you can also just have your legs extended out. Just so that you're comfortable now. Relax your body. Let your spine lift up. Chin comes in just a little bit towards your throat to open up the back of your neck. And as you relax, just feel those deeper breaths now. Breathing through your nose, opening the belly, relaxing the belly. So as you're breathing, the belly opens up and fills up with that inhale. The breath rises up and widens out right around the area of your heart and lungs, opening the side ribs and all the way back down. Sometimes it's really helpful to think about the breath really arising from the ground underneath you. Just as when we relax at the end, the contact with the ground, the earth, really helps us relax more. The same thing is true now as we're sitting and breathing. This contact with the ground helps the body to relax and the breath can come in a deeper way. Good. Now interlace your hands and stretch up into seated mountain pose. And then let your right hand come down to the floor and the left arm coming over, seated side stretch. And all the way back up, reaching up. And then let your left hand come down and right arm coming over. And all the way back up, lifting up. And now just a gentle twist here. Bring the left hand onto your right knee, right fingertips are behind the back. So first, lengthen up, take your time, draw the low belly in, and then twist around. And come back to the center, reach up. And then twisting to the other side, right hand on that left knee, your left hand behind you, lengthen, draw your belly in and twist. And back around, stretch up. And bring your arms down now. Let's do the shoulder opener though. So stretch up again and bend the elbows now, undo your fingers and slide your right elbow on the top of the left one. And so you could keep your arms just like this, feeling that stretch across the top of your back. You can also twist a little bit more so that your hands touch. Either way is just fine, bringing the elbows just a little away from your chest and up just a bit. And then stretch up again. And now dropping the left elbow on the top, twisting around, either right here or here. Reach back up. And bring your arms down, bring your legs forward now and just move your feet and ankles around. You can point and flex your feet. Make some circles each way. Good. Now come to your hands and knees for cat stretch with your palms right underneath your shoulders. As you inhale, arch your back, lift your chest, look up a little bit. Exhale, round up your back, relax your head down. And keep going just like that. Inhaling, arching. Exhale, rounding up the back. And again. Now bring your hips back to your heels, bringing your forehead down toward the ground for child's pose. And coming back to your hands and knees, arch your back in cat, and exhale, round up your back. And again, inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding up your back, and turn your toes under in the back and lift up your hips and come into downward facing dog. And you just adjust your down dog any way you need to. The hips move back away from the hands, and softening your knees or even bending the knees helps. Bring your knees back down and come back to child's pose and relax. And come back to hands and knees. Arch your back, lift your chest. Cat. And round up your back. And toes under in the back, and lift up your hips for downward facing dog. And then just walk your feet up to your hands. And then taking all the time you need, roll yourself up to standing. Good. Sun salutation now. So bring your palms to your heart. Now bring your arms back to your sides and inhale, arms up overhead, palms together as you look up at your hands. Exhale, fold over in a standing forward bend with your arm or your hands anywhere on your legs is good. Touching the floor is good. Lower your head down. Inhale, head up, flat back and look forward. Exhaling, step each foot back, coming down onto your hands and knees. And repeat cat now. Inhale, arch your back, lift your chest and look up. Exhale, round up your back and toes under in the back and lift up your hips and downward facing dog. Relax here and breathe. Now step forward to your hands, looking forward with a flat back. Exhale as you fold over in a forward bend. Inhale, press into your feet as you come all the way up, taking your time, and bring your arms all the way up again. Look up at your hands and bring your hands down to your heart. And one more time, now inhale, arms up. Looking up. Exhale, fold over in a forward bend. Inhale your head up, flat back, looking forward. Exhale, step each foot back, coming onto your hands and knees. And then arching your back as you lift your chest up. And exhale, round up your back. And toes under in the back. And lift up into downward facing dog and breathe here. Step your feet up to your hands, looking forward. And exhale, fold over. Press into your feet. Take all the time you need to come all the way back up. And bring your arms out and up. Look at your hands and bring your palms down to your heart. Good. And just make your way down to sitting now. Good. Head to knee pose now. Slide your right foot in. Left leg is going forward. And just bring your fingertips right beside that extended leg. Soften this knee up, lift up, and then fold forward. And come all the way up. Go to the other side now, tucking left foot in, right leg going forward, hands right beside your leg, and lengthen up Soften your knee and fold over. All the way up, and bring the soles of your feet together now for seated bound angle pose. Sit up, just sort of roll onto your sitting bones so that you can sit up tall. It usually happens that after a while we sort of sink back like this, so just roll up on those sitting bones. Let your knees drop down as the spine lengthens up. Bring your chin in just slightly towards your throat. Good. Now, just ankles in a way that we're going to be in a forward bend here. I don't want you to have bone on bone here. So just position your feet in such a way that when you lean forward, that won't happen. So just bring your hands right in front here. This is a forward bend in a simple cross-legged position. So just walk your hands forward now, always just to a comfortable place for you. Nice pose to really stretch out your back. So go as far as you can and still feel comfortable. You can relax your head down. And walk your hands back in and lay back on your back now with your strap handy. So taking your strap now in your right hand, bring your right foot up in the strap. If you don't have a strap available, you can always just hold the foot with your hand. And softness in the knee really helps here because we want to feel the low back really widen and relax. Reclined hand to foot pose. Now open your leg out to the right. Bring your left arm straight out from your shoulder and look back at your left hand. Bring that leg straight back up again. Then take your foot out of the strap, lower your leg down, reach your arms back behind your head, stretch. And then go to your left side now with the left foot up. That foot is pressing up toward the ceiling. Soften your knee, really feel your low back. Open that leg to the left with your right arm coming out from the shoulder and look towards your right hand. Bring your legs straight back up again. And then lower your leg, take your foot out of the strap, reach your arms back and stretch. Now bend both of your knees and put your feet down. So we're going to do that pose called the pigeon, which I think we did recently anyway. It's a little complicated at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's not hard to do. Now, so you have just created sort of a triangle space right there. Now, the next thing is to bring both of your legs, still keeping this same position, just draw the legs in towards your chest. So this is the beginning part right here. So you've brought your legs in a little closer towards your body. You should be able to feel a lot of stretch in this right hip, which is just what we want. Pigeon is a pose that helps to relax and open the hips. Now place the left foot back down and take your right foot off the right ankle off that knee. And we'll do that on the other side now. Left ankle placed on the right bent knee. And then just bring both of your legs in a little bit towards your body. You can rest your hands on your knees or your hips, anywhere. Feeling now a lot of stretch in this left hip. Now place that right foot down and take your left ankle off and just hug both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees and just rock a little bit side to side. And then keeping your knees up close to your chest, bring both arms out wide. And on a next exhale, drop both of your knees over to the right, looking back to the left. And then bring your knees up to center. And exhaling them over to the left and look back to the right. And back to the center, over to the right and looking left. And back to the center and over to the left and looking back to the right. And back to the center, wrap your arms around your knees and just rock a little bit side to side. And then just roll yourself to the right. Using your hands, just press yourself up to sitting. And then just draw your ankles into your body and roll forward so that you can come onto your hands and knees for cat stretch. Arching your back, lifting your chest, looking up. Exhale, round up your back. And again, inhale, arching the back. Exhale, round up your back, turn your toes under, lift up your hips and come into downward facing dog. And then step your feet up to your hands and just take all the time you need to roll yourself back up to standing. And coming now into mountain pose, just with your feet about hip distance apart here. So think just a little bit more about your back body. Usually when we think about our bodies, we think about the front of our body, our face, the front of our body. So it helps really, particularly in finding a good standing posture, to think about the back body. Think about your heels dropping down and the tailbone dropping down and the shoulders being softly on your back and the back of your neck opening up by bringing the chin in just a little bit. Now soften your knees. So softness in the knees helps the feet relax and open. So when we're doing different standing poses like we're going to do here in just a minute, if you have some softness in your knees, you'll be able to feel your feet more and your feet get more lively, responsive, so that you feel more steady through your feet. So just soften your knees a little bit and you can feel the toes spread out. Good. I'm going to do chair pose now. So standing in that mountain pose, bend your knees a little bit. This is not just softening, but bend the knees and bring your arms up and then lean your shoulders forward just a little bit as if you were going to sit down now in a chair. Come all the way up. We'll do it just one more time. Sinking down, bend your knees, lean forward just a little bit. And all the way up, very good, and lower your arms. And step back toward the middle of your mat now. And take a small step forward with your right foot. And square your hips straight forward. So don't let the hips turn like this, but the hips are going straight forward. And reach around and hold your elbows in back. This is the angled forward bend. So everything I just said about the softness in the knees is really important here. You want to really feel your feet here, especially that back heel. Press into your back heel and lengthen forward. And then you can relax your head down toward this front leg. You don't have to come down very far. Keep some attention in your feet. And to come up now, press into that back heel. Wonderful. Step back. Do it on the left side now. Small step forward with that left foot and square the hips forward. And reach around and find your elbows. Soften up your knees and press down into that back heel. Come forward and fold over. Press down into your back heel to help you come up. You all do that so well. That is very nice. Step back now. Warrior two. This time step forward with your right leg a little bit further, not quite so narrow. but square the hips forward again. This is warrior two. Bend the front knee and bring your right arm forward and your left arm going back, but look straight forward over this front hand. So the gaze is kind of important in this pose. You're looking forward. Now lower your arms, straighten your knee and step back. Going to the other side now, stepping forward with left foot. You might need to step your right leg back a little bit so that you feel in a real nice steady position here.
The chair yoga at 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes, 11.
Okay, I'll go back.
Okay. Now, left arm goes forward, that front knee is bending, and right arm going back, and still looking forward over that front hand. And lower your arms and step forward and bring both arms up overhead for half moon pose. Side bending now to the right. And up and over to the left. And up. Good, and lower your arms. And make your way down to sitting now. Mermaid twist here. Bring your right foot in and your left foot back behind you. And then bring this knee right against the foot here, the sole of your foot. And bring both hands over to the right and lean into your hands and draw your low belly in and twist around and look back. Come back around. We'll do it on the other side, tucking your left foot in and the right foot going back. And then the sole of the foot and the knee are right against each other. And the hands come to the left. And lean into your hands so that you look like a mermaid. And draw your belly in, twist around, look over your shoulder. And come back around and tuck your ankles in and roll forward into hands and knees position for cat. Inhaling as you arch your back. And exhale, round up your back. And again, arching your back, lift your chest. Exhale, round up your back. Now just extend your legs back. Just reach your legs back and come all the way down onto your front body and bring your arms forward and rest your forehead on your folded arms. Now bring your arms back alongside of your body, and then with your palms down, place each palm down right by the top of your ribs. So we're going to do baby cobra here. So first, just relax, particularly relax the hips and the legs here. Your palms are right by the ribs and the elbows roll into the body. So don't let your elbows be out here, but rolled in close to the body. Press into your hands. Lift your head, your chest. Baby cobra. And lower back down. We'll do it just one more time here. Roll the elbows in close. Press into your hands. Lift the head, the chest. And lower back down. So from here, we're going to come back up to hands and knees position. So your palms are still right by the top of your ribs. Elbows are in close. Press into your hands and just push up into hands and knees position. Do a cat here. Arch your back. Round up your back. One more time. Now just come to sitting in your comfortable seated way. So that pigeon pose that we do is also a pose that helps us to sit better in a more open way, helps us to walk better. So I hope it'll help you feel comfortable as you sit in yoga. So we're going to do a breathing practice now called breathing hands. So just sitting in your comfortable way, if you'll just rest your hands in your lap with one hand on top of the other one. So we're going to think about as if we have a flower that we're holding in our hands. And the petals of this flower are going to open up on our inhale and then close very slowly. The fingers come in toward the palm of your hand very softly on the exhale, as if the petals of the flower close up. As you inhale, they're going to again open up very slowly. So close your eyes now. And as you inhale, let the petals of your flower open up softly and slowly. And as you exhale, then your fingers curl back in toward the palm of your hand. And just keep breathing just like that in your own timing. Good, so you can release that. Just come onto your back now for our final relaxation. So just lay back in your comfortable way. You could have your knees bent if you like for relaxation. You can also stretch your legs out. Just finding a really comfortable position for your shoulders. And still with that same softness, continue to breathe. So breathing flowers is a breathing practice that helps us stay connected to our body while we're breathing. So oftentimes during the day when we're very busy, we have a lot of things we need to do or think about, we get sort of pulled apart. So breathing flowers is a way to keep the breath moving and also the direct connection with the body, in this case our hands. So now with that breathing, just allow your back body now to really relax there against the ground. So having the breath and the body connected to each other, even like you're doing now here, where you can feel your whole back body right against the ground and you can feel your breath at the same time. Those things coming together like that are very soothing, calming, bring us back to ourselves. Soften your face, relax your jaw, let your eyes really just rest back. And just bringing a soft smile to your face. Just even a little smile spreads some relaxation all through the body. Just start to breathe just a little more deeply now, just to bring some fresh energy into your body. Just breathe a little more deeply. And you can move around just a little bit, move your fingers.